We made it to 20.
We made it to episode 20. Welcome into the Too Much Intimacy podcast. I'm Jester. She's Phoebe. We're your favorite pillow talk couple. This is Bubs. So, what's been up?
What's been up?
What's been going down?
In Donkey Town?
Yeah.
Donkey Town has been good. Well, Donkey Town is good when you make it to hot yoga on a Wednesday at 5:30.
These two donkeys went down into town and we pulled ourselves through a 75-minute hot yoga class. First time I've ever taken a hot yoga class. What?
Sorry, I was trying to make a donkey sound that wasn't going to blow out the audio.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, good job making it through hot yoga. When you told me that it was your first time, because I had asked you if you wanted to go to hot yoga at 5:30.
I don't know how you didn't know it wasn't
and
my
you're
first
like,
time.
Sure. And then I'm like, okay, I booked the class. Like, you got to book yours in. And then you told me after that you had never taken hot yoga. And
I thought
was
you
like,
knew.
Ooh.
I thought that's a conversation that we had.
I probably just forgot.
You probably just forgot.
I just forgot.
It was a big jump right back into yoga because I'll be honest, I have not been being a good boy recently with the yoga. I've been doing okay with the running, but I haven't been doing the stretching as much in the yoga, and I'm a little bit out of alignment right now, not gonna lie. And so it was interesting just to like jump back in to yoga with a 75-minute hot yoga class. Which I've never done hot yoga before, and I thought it was going to be harder, to be honest. Like, the way this class was structured, I don't know if it's regularly like this, but like the first half of the class is standing and the second half of the class is on the mat. Is that normal?
I don't know. I mean, it's called Hot 26. It's kind of based on Bikram yoga.
Okay.
Which is like instead of like vinyasa, where there's a lot of vinyasas like flow, where you do a lot of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Hot 26 is like you hit 26 poses and you hold the poses. So it is like, it's hard, especially because it's hot. It's hard, but it's not like, there's some vinyasa classes that you and I used to take that were
hard.
That were really hard.
That were like borderline acrobatic at a couple of points. Yeah, I was always afraid of going upside down on the wall. I could never do it.
They didn't really do that at Jewel City, did they?
They did. A few times they did. I always felt humiliated. They did it like in front of the whole class a couple times.
You felt humiliated?
Not humiliated, but I just felt like, all right, well.
What? Did you do it? Did you go upside down?
I failed a few times.
That's okay. It's normal.
I know. It's normal. It's just not the most pleasant activity. Yeah. You know. But, yeah, no, it was a good workout today. We've been talking all evening. I want to get into like good shape. You know?
What do you mean when you say good shape?
And that like good shape where you feel good in your body and you're like, I can do shit most people can't do, other people can't do. You just like, you know, you look good, you feel strong, energy's flowing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to get like a six-pack. I'm not trying to get cut. I'm just trying to feel good. You
just want to feel stronger than everyone else that you know?
No, not everyone.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I just want to make sure that I'm in like the 85th percentile and above.
Okay, that's a good goal.
85th might be a little aggressive for a skinny guy like me, but I
don't think it has to do with your body type.
That's true.
I think that your like health has to do with. I think that you're the only one who can be the judge based on how you feel. I feel like there's different categories, right? There's like cardio, like your lung capacity, like your endurance, like how far can you go? There's that. And then there's like overall, like your body strength, like does your whole body feel strong?
Yeah.
And then I feel like the third component is like your alignment. I don't know if that's what it is, but it's like, does your body know how to like hold itself
in
a way that is sustainable?
Yeah. It's true. And right now, my endurance is pretty good,
Yeah.
but that's it. The other two categories I am lacking.
Well,
Um, but I gotta just get realigned because it's been a while since I gone to the chiropractor. I'm probably not doing all the little chiropractor exercises I should be doing. And when I think it all comes from travel. Like when I'm like cooped up somewhere for like the long drives to space camp. The long drives to space camp I think kind of the long drive back from space camp I think kind of followed by the intense stress kind of you know like
they fucked up your body a
kind of
little.
fucked up my body.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think that like we just it's just good to know these things and then try to take them into like action the next time that you're in that situation.
Yeah.
Because I think you and me can both get in the habit of like we do something that is maybe like not great on our bodies or our bodies aren't doing great, and then instead of like being like, okay, I need to get to the chiropractor, I need to book in the appointment now, or I need to
Yeah.
go get a massage right now,
Yeah.
we just kind of like try to see if it gets better over the next couple days, and then it just like
Yeah.
doesn't always get better all the way.
Right.
Then you just don't, you
And
feel a
just
little
don't do
off
it.
for
And
a
you're like, oh,
while.
I'll try to the exercises and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's something that I'd like to do on the reg. Be like monthly massages, quarterly chiropractor visits. One rigorous workout per week,
Mm-hmm.
2 light workouts per week,
Yeah.
or maybe 2 rigorous workouts and 1 light workout, depending on how good we're feeling.
Where
And-
does
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Mine was stupid.
Where does is sex a light workout, or where does it fall in?
Sex is,
Or is that like just a different category of more like emotional health?
I think that falls in emotional health more than physical health.
Okay.
But that's true. We should talk about our emotional health, patterns also. Maybe not live on the podcast.
Well, I think I want to just say that something that the mushrooms have been teaching me is that I think like when I hear where you're at and where you want to go and you're like, I need to do this, I need to be doing this,
Mm-hmm.
it is such a gift to be in that place because all these things are possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, it just is, I feel like it's such a good place to be, to like have somewhere where you want to go that feels like, oh, it's just another 1 or 2 steps away.
Yeah.
Does
That's
that make sense?
I mean,
Why
I
it's a
feel
gift?
is that it's important to look at it as a gift, because I have been looking at it as like kind of a curse. The curse of ambition, the curse of megalomania, like the curse of, oh God, how come it's never going to be good enough for me? But instead of framing it as, how did you just frame it? It's much wiser than what I said.
That it's a gift to have somewhere to go where you know you can go.
It's a gift to have like a goal, a
Yeah.
gift to have like direction.
Yeah.
Hey Bubs. He's a happy boy.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like it first came to me through the category of like my work life, because I feel like at the earlier part of me, like starting to take mushrooms regularly, I was feeling very dissatisfied with where my business was at.
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah, just feeling like, oh, comparing myself to other people who I used to work with and
Yeah.
seeing where their businesses are at, or like how much press are other projects getting, and
Yeah.
why am I not connected in my area? Like, why do people not know about me? And then being like, whoa, if I zoom out and look at myself, how I see myself, which is I'm like, oh my God, I have so much talent, I have so much potential, I have so much drive to make beautiful work and to work with, have like amazing, like work with clients who are just like gems of people.
Yeah.
And then if I zoom out and see like, oh, there's so much like room for me to grow here, I'm like, that's great.
It is great, babe.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting. I feel like we have a very exciting life. We lead a very exciting life.
Yeah.
You know, I was struck by this 24-hour sequence of events from last weekend.
Tell me.
Hey, how's it going, monkey?
Sorry, he just wanted to like get closer to you.
He put his hand on my shoulder. It's very sweet. So, we've had a pretty busy social life this summer. And so we were kind of planning on this weekend being relatively chill. Also, a big part of that was my mom. I've been trying to, so for my mom's 70th birthday, which was in December of last year, I said, I'm going to get you a hot air balloon ride because it's something she's wanted to do her entire life. And I'm trying to like win Son of the Year award over here.
Well, and your mom, she's retirement age.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
she's 70, you know.
let's make it happen for you.
Let's make it happen, you know. So I said, all right, your birthday gift this year is we're going to go on a hot air balloon ride for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant sunning right there, I think I have to say.
Yeah.
But the weather didn't work out because you can only hot air balloon, we've discovered, in very specific conditions, very specific calm conditions.
Not just in the air, but also on the ground.
On the ground.
Has to be good conditions.
Yeah, because you don't know where that shit's landing. You don't want to like accidentally land in a flooded farm, you know.
Oh yeah.
So we got canceled on Mother's Day, and then we scheduled another date in July. Was it July or was it June? I can't remember.
I forget.
But that one got canceled as well. So this was the third time's a charm, and it worked out perfectly. So we were pretty sure. We're like, okay, the hot air balloon ride's going to happen. We should really take it easy on Saturday because Sunday is going to be, you know, 4 or 5 hours in the car, you know, a big event, hanging out with family. Sunday's not going to be as chill as normal, and we still need to go to the farmer's market Sunday morning. So it's like, you know, we're having a Sunday. We should probably have a pretty chill Saturday, which we did have a very, very chill Saturday until 5:30 when we had agreed to meet up with our good friends Sean and Cass. At which point, we partied until 3 a.m. And it was a fucking magical party, too.
It was so magical.
So we went to, I mean, the highlight of the evening was doing DMT in a cemetery under the full moon and like oming together and, you know, praying to trees. But a lot happened before that, too. Like we went out and listened to live music at a Pee Wee Herman pub crawl, you know? We saw people that we see like once that we've met people for the second time. We're like, oh, I just knew you from that party. And they were really cool, really vibed with them. One of them, he was dressed in a fucking ridiculous Pee Wee Herman costume, and I didn't know who it was. That was a fun guy. Anyway, Jack's a fun guy. So, yeah, it was a wild Saturday.
Yeah, I just feel like with life lately, not that it feels like this every moment of every day, or even every day, because I did have kind of a downer like Monday, Tuesday. But I just have been getting so many like pings lately of like, I don't know, it just feels like things are coalescing in like our social world.
Yeah.
I'm very used to having a lot of different groups of people.
Yeah.
Like having my life be very segmented and like, okay, I only share that I do drugs with these people, and these people only know me through like the specific, I don't know, time of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been feeling, going to the pub crawl felt like these weren't like they weren't my childhood friends, but I did feel like, oh,
yeah,
these are people who are not like on the psychedelic scene, who have like so much depth and just like goodness in their hearts, like people that just get it.
Yeah, they're good people, although I think they're a little bit on the psychedelic scene.
Well, I think it's newly
psychedelic,
newly and it feels like scene. It's like about to pop off
and
to
he
the
was
whole
like,
group.
Yeah, it does, it really does. He was saying, he's like, I've never loved my wife more. Like, it was just the sweetest thing in the world. I'm like, I can't believe this is coming out of like a guy's mouth, you know, like he doesn't present as a guy who's like a sensitive guy. He's like a regular guy, comes to the party, you know, accidentally dresses up like a cop, you know. He's like a masculine, you know, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting those words to be coming out of his mouth. But they were. And it was cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel really excited to like see God in like new unexpected places, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting that you phrased it as see God. I feel like I've never heard you say it in those,
I
say it like that
know.
before. What's up with that?
I don't know. I think normally I would shut myself down from using verbiage like that because I would be like, oh, I roll inside at myself.
Yeah.
But like, it does feel like I've been seeing that more and more lately. Like,
Yeah.
I told you I went to a yoga class, a week ago?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, you know how you can like when you meet people and you can just tell that they've been on the psychedelic train?
Right.
Because when you talk with them, like I had a very short interaction with this woman,
Mm-hmm.
but like we looked at each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like how many times you go out in public and you like, I don't know, I guess you look at people, you
Right.
see them, but it's kind of peripheral, like you don't really see them.
Yeah, yeah.
And like we really looked at each other.
Yeah.
Like made full eye contact and we're like taking each other in through this short conversation we had, and I was just like, damn, like I left that little interaction and I was like, whew.
That was a whole interaction.
There's like people out here who are operating on a whole other plane.
Yeah. It's true. There are other, like, I've always been really resistant to use the like enslaved mind versus free mind, or awoken people that are awake, not in the like woke sense, but people that are like, you know, spiritually awake. I feel like I forget how I feel like it's like about, because I feel like it's not just psychedelics, you know.
Right.
I feel like that's the thing is like I don't think, you know, this couple, Jack and Julie, I don't think they weren't like they had the strain of good people within them, you know, for a while, you know, from whatever, you know, and I think it's I was talking to Bamis about this. I think it's about like those who are seekers, those who are like, you know, there is a way to live life where you don't question, you know, you kind of just like stay within your world and you like have your rules and you live by them. And even though like people are, you know, you just like, I don't need to look outside. I don't need to grow too much more. You know, I got to a place, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
That's good. You and I are the opposite of that. We are always seeking. We are always like pushing for something else. And I think there is something, I think seekers see each other like that. The psychedelics help, but I think sometimes you just get in a good conversation and you're like, yeah, this person's talking to God, you know, and maybe they're calling them Jesus or Muhammad or,
right. Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think everyone has their own, these like seekers, they have their own entry points, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think some people are just naturally, I think that some people don't even think about it. I think some people don't have a choice.
Some people don't have a choice.
Like people who are, I don't know, on the spectrum or something. Like I feel like there's sometimes people who are just, they're just like tapped in on a deeper level. People who are like, their brains just work differently.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like when you mean on the spectrum, you mean on the autism spectrum?
Yes. Yes. Or like, what am I thinking about? What was that freaking podcast that popped off? The telepathy tapes.
Okay.
And they're like these kids and they're, what were they saying? A lot of them are like nonverbal or something.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And they're like They're just out there fucking reading people's minds. Or they're like,
They're like moving things with their minds and shit, right?
I don't know if they're I actually didn't listen to the whole thing. I
Oh,
couldn't
maybe I'm
really
thinking of a different one.
I couldn't really get through it, but I think that what the woman was talking about is like there's research that is out there that has uncovered that like sometimes like people who you say they're like savants,
Uh-huh.
they're not really savant, like they're just reading people's minds, like they're just tapped into the collective
Oh, wow.
cloud,
That's crazy.
and they are, and sometimes it's only like you can only do with certain people, but anyway, I don't even know.
Oh,
I was
so
just
look out for anybody on the spectrum. They could be reading your mind.
Well,
That's not what we were saying, by the way. I assume that's not what you were saying.
no, that's what you said.
Okay. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, I was just thinking of this kid that I went to school with.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Eric, and I think that he was autistic. I don't remember what it was, but I remember he had this really cool aide who went to I think all of his classes were normal, except he had like one class that was different, which like all the special needs kids went to, that was like life
Mhm.
skills.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I had art class with him, and I think I had maybe had one class with him like 2 years before or something, and I asked him, like he would just like have like crazy facts memorized of like he would
Mhm.
just remember like every single person's birthday
Yeah. That's
with
great.
like at the drop of a hat, and now I'm like, oh, I wonder if he had those memorized, or
He's reading people's minds.
I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, it was fun to sit at his art table.
From my understanding, people with autism memorize very well. What kind of art did he make?
I don't know. Well, it was like, I mean, this was in middle school, so it's a little hard for me to remember, but I feel like he did all the same projects that we did. Like, he got the same assignments that
Yeah.
we did.
He wasn't an art savant.
I'm not remembering exactly.
Yeah. Oh, well. What was his name?
Eric was his name.
Shout out to Eric. I wonder what Eric is up to right
I
now.
hope he's doing good.
I'm sure he's doing good. You were saying earlier. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was in the middle of our wild weekend. So, we meet these people out. We have these really, really great connections. Then we go to the cemetery at the full moon party. We do fucking DMT. We go to the DMT realm. You dissolved into pure energy for a while. I dissolved into pure energy for just a moment. It was quite the fucking party.
Yeah, did you want to process any of your experiences?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I need to process more than, like, I feel like there's just been too much. I feel like you got to process the next day, because the next day we just went on a hot air balloon ride, and I kind of discovered in the middle of the hang with, on the DMT or whatever, I was just like, holy shit, I'm going up in a hot air balloon with my mom tomorrow. Like, going up in a hot air balloon is, for me, I'm like, all right, this may be going to be a little bit scary, but there's people who are like, no, I can't get in a thing and float 2,000 feet above the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going with my mom. It's as her 70th birthday, and like, it feels like kind of a big event. And here I am tripping balls until 3 a.m., the morning before. I guess it wasn't 3, but it was close. We saw 222. I remember that.
Well, I remember we got home and I checked my phone because I realized
Right.
I hadn't checked my phone since 8:20 p.m.
It's a good life.
when I texted my business partner, and then I saw at 3 a.m. we were at home, and I had all these messages, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I've been somewhere else.
You've been in a whole different thing. So you stayed up for an hour responding to the text, right?
yeah, a lot of stuff was going on. Like, I got these messages before we went to the cemetery that, like, my clients are like, they put an offer on this beautiful house and they
Yeah.
want us to work on it, like, up near in our area.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big stuff.
Big stuff.
I feel like, I don't know, when I talk to other people in my life, there's just like a lot of big energy right now. Like, a lot of big stuff is going down.
It's the humanity is doing the most right now. Can we agree on that? Like everything is big right now. Everything is crazy. Like I look forward to the era where we just calm down a little bit. I don't know that we're gonna get that though. I think we might have started. I think we might have started a hysteria engine that can't be stopped
What do you mean we?
as a species.
A hysteria engine that can't be stopped.
I mean, I think it takes an act of resistance to resist the hysteria engine that is society, that is, outrage media, that is, destroying our attention spans and like feeding us shitty food. Like I feel like you have to like actively be part of the rebellion, actively be part of the Church of Chill.
Well, yeah, I feel like we're doing that.
I think we are. I like how Sean describes it. He says, reclaiming your nervous system.
Yeah.
I think that's really a good way of putting it. And I was thinking after hot yoga today, maybe I should like research and do some challenge myself to learn like massage therapy or something to like help people and help myself learn how to calm down the nervous system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than just the nervous system. I guess it's all connected.
Yeah, for sure. Bubs is pretty happy down there right now, isn't he?
He's very happy.
He's a
Kaya's
good
pretty
boy.
happy too. She's just chilling.
They're sleeping. They're having
Yeah.
the best time.
Yeah. Did you want to process any more of your psychedelic adventures?
I don't know. You got any questions for me?
Yeah. I think that my first question is, like, how do you see your psychedelic experiences kind of impacting your worldview of your life right now? Or your, like, trajectory in your life? Or do you think they are?
I think that since I have like kind of gone down the psychedelic path, that is a major trajectory shifter. This is something that I've actually struggled with a little bit because I feel like since we started doing psychedelics, I can't point to many breakthrough moments. Like you can point to your breakthrough moments with the plant. You can point to, our friend Jesse just did an ayahuasca ceremony. People can point to breakthrough things, and I can't really do that. Like I have experiences, but I mean, like obviously how I view the world is completely different. I would say it's more aloof, slightly detached from like being. I'm able to disconnect a little bit from the madness that is society. It's not necessarily how I want to live the rest of my life. I'd like to get connected again, but I feel like right now it's giving me this like protection of aloofness. Yeah, I don't 100% know where it's gonna go. Like I still know I'm in formation. So like that big psychedelic. I think the thing that's been most impactful to me about the DMT trip under the moonlight was that it just felt like a moment of coming together. It felt like a really important night for a group of people and not just a party. It felt like a party under the moon. We felt at the end of it, we felt like we had gone to a party even though we were just sitting for however many hours on, a blanket under the full moon.
Mm-hmm.
But we got that charged up energy. It felt like a party. And, hearing Sean talk about it on, I forget if it was Afterglow or if it was just the regular one. It I don't know, it crystallized something. I was just like, oh yeah, to be part of somebody's impactful experience. I feel like it's something that I used to do all the time when I was, acting and doing theater, and when I was even younger, I was like in youth group, and I was like, connected to something spiritual and big. So yeah.
Yeah. And you think like being part of the Church of Jill community and like being friends with Sean and Cass gives you that feeling? Like you're living and creating with purpose?
Yeah, kind of. That's not exactly how I would put it, but like I was talking, I forget if it was to you or someone else, like, what is it from my childhood that I got out of religion that I miss? And it's like the community, it's the sense of like we're all on some secret team together. We all have a belief, and a mission.
Yeah.
A unifying factor. And then like, when I was being an actor, when I was like really pursuing acting, there's that similar thing where like I'm pursuing the magic of a career in acting, the magic of the art. And as I've kind of like gotten disconnected from that, and most of my, goals, my team goals are like just my business. Like I think I want to have like, even if it's just like a basketball team or something outside of that. And it just seems to be really cool that like, we went to space camp, we met some, it's just like making it more tangible. It's making it feel more real. And that feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that too. I think that since you and I like, I don't know if I've felt it since we like first got together, but I think since we like really started what felt like building a life together,
Mm-hmm.
like building our routines with like how we eat and like trying to take good care of our physical bodies and just trying to be good to each other. Like I feel like we started small
Mm-hmm.
with you and me, and I feel like since we moved up here and we got married
Mm-hmm.
and like how we did our wedding, like I feel like we've had these big moments along the way, or even like how we engage with our families, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so many small choices that we
Right.
have been making together
Yeah.
since we've been a couple, and I have felt more and more like what you and I are doing with our life is very special, and I feel proud of it, and I also feel a little protective of it. I don't know if protective is the right word because that sounds like defensive, but I feel a little bit like, oh, this thing is important, and I know that I'll feel bad about myself if we do something that is kind of out of integrity with our values of like, how we take care of ourselves, how we treat other people, how we how we take care of our energy.
You said you'll feel bad about if we do something that is outside of that integrity?
Yeah, like I feel like
what?
For example, like having like I think we've been figuring out with like hosting family here.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, it's like kind of a lot to have just my mom here.
Yeah.
For like an extended period of time, or like after we get back from vacation. It's
Yeah.
like, I think that we're learning that there are moments that are kind of crucial times for us
For
to
us to be together
come together and like
and get into the
charge
rhythm of our
charge
lives.
ourselves up, yeah, like
Yeah.
through our like rituals and our rhythms
Yeah.
of our regular like everyday lives. And anyway, I just think that it's all a part of this, and I do agree that I think our friendship with Sean and Cass and like it just feels like it's growing now, like
Yeah.
friends that are like real gems, like
Yeah.
real homies that you can.
There's a very genuineness about this community, you know.
Yeah.
Something about the group of people, whether you know whatever it is, you know, it's the pursuit of the, you know, is it because it's a collection of artists? Is it something specifically that is being manifested by, you know, the phraseology of Church of Chill and things like that? It attracts good, solid people, and that's really nice. That's kind of how you have to live your life, because if you find yourself around like people that ain't good, solid people, like it erodes at you. It's hard to spend a lot of time around that.
Oh yeah. And I think we like have always had this like seed in us, you know, like you and I have had some like really amazing friends from childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And like the gems that we've picked up along the way, like even if we don't all live in the same places
man.
anymore, like freaking Denby is like just
Denby's the best.
such a good one.
I miss Denby all the time.
I
When
know.
like if Denby would fit in perfectly with our social group out here.
Yes.
Like if you're watching Denby, I'm still trying to convince you to move out to the Hudson Valley.
We're
so
still holding true to that fantasy.
We're still holding true to that fantasy for sure. But I think it's very special that, you know, we're going to she's going to South Africa for a family thing, and I'm joining. And I've been wanting to go to Africa since, you know, to South Africa since we became friends at the age of 18. So over 20 years. And it's happening. And that's very exciting. And it's very exciting that it's happening like as we both approach our 40th birthday.
Yeah.
You know, because we celebrated the big ones together. Well, we celebrated like 21 together. We had an epic 21st birthday run because her birthday's a month before mine. So we did some epic partying. And now it's like, okay, we don't see each other that often. But she came to my 38th birthday party. And even though it's a different type of drugs now and a different clan of people, it was just like old fucking times, and it was amazing. It was so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for Africa, and I'm excited to Jedi mind trick Denby, Mike, and Malcolm to move to the Hudson Valley to catch the HVV.
Yeah. Well, I think we just gotta keep doing what we're doing, and the vortex will eventually pull them in.
Exactly. Even if it's just for regular visits.
Yeah.
Look at this Bubba belly.
Yeah.
He rarely goes belly up on the podcast.
He's very relaxed.
He's very happy. He doesn't even know he's on camera. Wow, this has been a pretty full episode so far.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like life is so full right now. Like this summer,
Life is full.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Like this, I feel like the summer of 2025 has been really one for the books. Like explosively abundant.
Yeah.
And fun and connective and like
And challenging. Like there's been plenty of drama for me.
Yeah.
2025 has been a rough year, and the summer has been a challenging summer.
Yeah.
And so while you were describing that, I've been kind of saying like 2025 we're going to look back on the summer of 2025 as an inflection point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we're going through it right now. We're making the most out of every day. We're really building our dream right now. And that comes with, you know, all the fun and all the challenges and all the ups and downs. And so we're going to look back on it, and it's going to be a big one.
Yeah. are there any, like, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm like, are there any dreams, like fun little fantasies that you have for yourself that you would love to see come to fruition after this summer?
Yeah, I want your business to take off, and so you can be my sugar mama. And I want to be able to like put my company to the point where, you know, I work 2 to 3 days a week. And I want to get trained in, you know, voice work or massage therapy or something. And I want to learn a new, or like learn an instrument. I want to start learning things. I want to like have enough brain space and energy to learn, to be a student of life.
Yeah.
But I don't want to stop partying. So I want to be able to work less so that I can study more and continue to party the same amount that I'm partying. Maybe just cut back a little bit on the partying. But I just want to say, for somebody who's creeping up on 40, my party stamina this summer has been legendary. We have partied, and like not lightly, pretty much every weekend this summer.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's just been, but you know why? I think why we've been doing so good with it
Because we can.
well, okay, because we're very lucky enough right now to have the space. I know your business has been crazy, but like, you've still been able to find.
I've been very intentional about carving away time for
Yes.
myself.
Yes, to like not be, attached to the phones, attached to the Slack.
Yeah.
But I think it's because we're like, I don't know, because of our age. That's one thing I feel so grateful about with like getting older is like, I just feel like I've learned so much about how to take care of myself and my body. So I feel like, we are pretty mindful about what we eat, not in like a way that ever feels
We're not Nazis about it.
too
Yeah.
rigid, but like we eat really well, we stay hydrated,
We hydrate.
we're
That's a big
very
one.
like conscious with our supplements.
Yeah.
And
very-
I think like all those things together have, along with the partying in a way that's not like, it's not like when I was in college and I'll just like kind of mindlessly blow into oblivion because I feel anxious about like a social situation. It's like I'm blowing myself into the abyss, but around people that I feel that I love and I feel
right.
safe,
It's much more supportive.
and I feel safe around, and that I also want to be connected to. So I'm
Yeah.
not just like I'm not going into like blackout, kind of levels of wildness.
Yeah, for sure. And we're like just intentionally staying active. Like even when we're not like at the top of our workout game, because when we're at the top of our fucking like exercise routine, we are hot shit. But even when we're just like on standard mode, we're still, even on the bare minimum, we're still moving our bodies. We're taking decent care of ourselves.
I think that being in our like later 30s, now that I'm 36, I can say that. I feel like our bare minimum mode is like sometimes the high mode of when I was like in a down place, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, yes, you especially. You're much better at it than me, but I still do. You motivate me. You keep me doing my stretches and my little bit of vinyasas and things like that.
Yeah.
Shh, Bubs.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy. He's a fluffy boy. Yeah. I just feel so grateful.
Well, it's good to be grateful. You gotta count your blessings.
Count my blessings. I mean, today's Wednesday. Yesterday, I was not in a good mood.
You were in a pretty rancid mood yesterday. You were in a pretty rancid mood today until we did hot yoga.
I was a little bit prickly still today. I woke up and I looked at my phone and I saw something that I didn't like and I was like I before I looked at my phone I felt like I was in kind of a soft place from like whatever I was dreaming about. And then as soon as I looked at my phone and I saw something, I was like I felt the sharpness come back and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no."
Yeah. It's hard to like sidestep that sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to sidestep the lightning bolts that like the, society throws at you. I want to come up with a phrase for society throw. I feel like the lightning bolts that society throws at you is good, but it needs to be like,
What do you mean by that?
okay, so what is the Church of Chills like? What is it protecting us from? Like from like our nervous systems. We're trying to reclaim our nervous systems.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to come up with a metaphor or some, thing that we are protecting ourselves from is throwing lightning bolts.
Something is throwing lightning bolts at us.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. It makes me think of Fantasia. Do you
Fa-
remember that? Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
The guy, there's like a moment where like a storm is coming and there's like you see these kind of gods in the clouds. And I feel like there's like this big like ripped guy who looks like not Hercules. Like the older one. Anyway, he's
Zeus.
a Zeus.
Yeah.
He's throwing lightning bolts down to like the little like goats, the little like half goat people.
Yeah.
What are those called? Satyrs.
I don't know.
And they're like running and they're like and they're like trying to go under a tree and then like the guy's like what is the Church of Children trying to protect us from?
It's trying to reclaim our nervous systems from who?
I think something's up with this crown. I think that I don't want to use the like personally I wouldn't want to use the word protect.
Okay.
Because it feels like it feels like there's an energy of like shielding yourself, right? And to me, this doesn't feel like an energy of shielding myself. It feels more like an energy of tapping into my own inner well. Like if I'm imagining it in my body, I'm like tapping into like energetic body, like I'm reaching into myself, down through my body, through my feet, into the earth, into like this vast life force, like pure life force energy.
Yeah.
But it's it feels within myself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does. It makes me think like, I'm glad that you kind of got specific about the phraseology, because maybe protect ourselves isn't what it is. Maybe it's like there's not an outside enemy. Maybe it's just we're just tapping into the power within. Maybe it's like a philosophy that's like based not on division, not on drawing a line and saying we're over here, protect us, like which most, groups and philosophies kind of do. Maybe it's just like it's within,
Yeah, and I feel like the protection has like this protection from something has like a concern with the outside world. And I think that, I don't know, something that I feel like I've gathered from my DMT trip and from my big ketamine experience at space camp is like I've gone to like the pure energy world of this, which is kind of like which felt to me kind of like this reality, but with all of the layers of everything else peeled back, like all the stories, the humanity, like the messiness. If you peel everything back and it's just different energies, like if I'm an energy, you are, like each person kind of like brings their own specific movement, like movement to the soup
Yeah.
that is our world,
Yeah.
which is just like, you know, whoever is in our circle.
Mm-hmm.
And there, there's no, when I was in that space, there was no, like, I wasn't trying to control other people's energy. Like, yes, I
Mm-hmm.
was impacted by other people's energy, but I was literally just,
You couldn't control anything.
I could not. I wasn't,
Yeah.
there was no body, there was no will. It was
Yeah.
just, I'm moving in the flow. And I feel like there is some kind of connection here to like us translating that into our human experiences in our bodies, which is like, what is the like beautiful thing that we have here as humans? Like,
Yeah.
we have free will. We
Yeah.
have an awareness of self and this like ability to learn, to like gain knowledge about ourselves and about like how the world works. And so we can, when we have the space and time, we can tap into those resources of like, oh, whoa. If I'm feeling like off kilter, if something is feeling off, what is like, because I'm in my life and, you know, whatever, I'm going in the flow and maybe I'm not thinking about how I'm expending my energy, how I'm spending my time with other people, and like, maybe I just need to like take a moment.
Yeah.
And like that's what I did the other night, and I was in such a grumpy mood before we had dinner,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had to go and spend 30 minutes alone
Mm-hmm.
listening to my special woo podcast
Mm-hmm.
and do a little stretch, just listening. I was just listening and laying there, then I was did some
That's good.
stretching.
Yeah, you
And
took care of yourself.
I like I recharged myself like a little crystal,
Yeah.
and then I could come and be with you, and I saw that you had started the dinner for me. It was very nice, and then we were able to like have a nice evening together.
Yeah, that was a really special evening. 'Cause for me, I was also like kind of got it. Sometimes our bad moods rub off on each other, so I forget if this one started with you or with me, but we were kind of both in a bad mood, and so
Yeah.
you went off to your thing, and I was like kind of in my space, and I was like, how do I want to spend the next half an hour? Like, do I want to spend it like I could spend it doing nothing? I could spend it watching TV or, you know, playing, just fucking around, scrolling on my phone. Or I could spend it like being in service of the rest of the evening. You know, saying like, okay, well, you know, we're going to be hungry at some point. Maybe I should start the dinner.
Yeah.
You know, and like, hey, the cat's box needs scooped.
Yeah.
You know, let me scoop the cat box. Feed the cats. Just like do all the little things
Yeah.
that need to be done. And those little things feel really overwhelming to me a lot of the times because there's so many of them. And there's only going to be more as winter comes. But, you know, I wonder if like that, being able to do that like regular upkeep is like the key to whatever it is that I'm seeking. I don't know what it is I'm seeking.
I don't know how to get in there with you and your relationship to like chores, if that's how you think of it.
I've always disliked chores.
Yeah.
I have always. You ask my mom, I never liked them. I don't mind. I kind of like doing the dishes now.
Yeah.
That's just because you cook me delicious dinners every night.
No.
Well, this has been a pretty solid episode, I think.
Yeah, you feel good about it?
I feel good. I also feel kind of hungry, and we got that sweet treat waiting for us downstairs.
I know. We have our naughty sweet treat. Well, I kind of wanted to say a little thing when you talked about doing chores, but I also didn't want to like comment if you didn't want to comment.
I mean, you've kind of already opened the can of worms, so I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to just comment.
Can I just share? Can I? Because I I understand. I feel the stress when there's a lot of chores and we're in a time crunch.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not, if I feel like I have spaciousness
Yeah.
for chores, I actually do kind of enjoy it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because it feels very meditative to me.
Mm.
It feels simple. Like I know how to clean the
Mm.
kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, I know the basic steps and I can kind of like process my thoughts
Yeah.
while I'm doing it. And then a bonus at the end, I'm like, damn, it's so
Oh, shit,
nice
it's
in here.
beautiful. Yeah.
It feels good in here. I feel like I've cleared the energy of the room. I've reset it. So
Yeah.
it's like a part of a cycle, you know?
That's how I feel about mowing the lawn.
I'm so glad you like mowing the lawn.
Yeah,
Thank
for
God.
me, I get the added bonus of like getting to be outside.
Yeah.
You know, like getting to be in this beautiful yard that we never use because you're afraid of bugs. um, but yeah, I really love that. It's meditative. I can just throw in, you know, a podcast or a playlist or, you know, a BAMS message or something, and I can just go and let my thoughts go. You know,
Yeah.
I do so much writing without writing anything down. I come up with so many ideas when I'm, you know, mowing the lawn. You know, I live so whatever I'm listening to will definitely spin me off into some sort of alternate universe I want to create.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll definitely build a narrative around how I'm, you know, drawing the line of civilization, you know, and saying this is where the wild starts and this is where civilization starts by like how I mow. You know, that's a whole different podcast. We should probably start wrapping it up because I am getting a little tired.
Okay.
Um,
Let's do
but
it.
this has been a fucking fun one.
It's been a deep one.
It's been a deep one.
Deep cuts. Oh,
Hey,
Miss
Kyle.
Miss Angel.
Deep cuts.
Miss Angel.
You better have a good outro for us, babe.
Okay.
No pressure.
It's all right. You can crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it up, baby. I can take it.
No, you could take the pressure. You could take the heat.
I can take that heat.
You got it.
Okay. Well, the thing that I have on my mind is the naughty sweet treat that we got, which was gluten-free vanilla cupcake with chocolate icing and gluten-free birthday cake truffles. So I feel like the outro is to treat yourself in a way that feels good to your whole fucking body.
Treat yourself in a way that feels good to your whole fucking body.
That's it.
That's right, folks. You heard it first. Treat yourself in a way that feels good for your whole body.
Your whole fucking body.
Your whole fucking body. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming. See you next time on Too Much Intimacy.
Night, night.